Okay, so out in the, I was gonna say out in the shop, but we're out in the, enjoying the beautiful evening. Another day working on a 2012 Kia Optima, my fiance's car, and we're gonna fix these buttons. It's the hands-free talk buttons on the steering wheel, and as you can see, they've been pushed in, so there's some plastic piece that broke in the back. And we're gonna start off by removing the airbag. But first, before we do that, you always wanna make sure you pull your negative terminal off the battery and just turn on the lights for a second or so and make sure all the capacitors and stuff have been drained in the computer. Yeah. So there is a push pin in the 9 o'clock position, the 3 o'clock, and the 6 o'clock. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna insert a little pointed thing in there, and you're gonna find the pin and you're gonna push it in there. Okay, so after we pushed in, so basically we're going through the holes and pushing in on these spring-loaded pins right here. And that just takes them out of these little tubes. There's 3 of them. And that's what these guys go into. So we're just pushing those pins in and that releases the airbag. Okay, so on these airbag wires, you're gonna have to go under this orange part and pop the centers up. And then they just slide right out. And they're color coded, so you got the yellow goes with the yellow and the blue goes in the blue hole. So now that we got your airbag unplugged, we're gonna come in here and look what we're working with. So this is the actual loose thing here. I'm gonna see if we can remove this part and get into it a little deeper. Okay, I'll catch you back when that's done. Okay, so after a little bit of persuasion, we got this part off. I just flipped these up, they kind of unclipped, and then it turns out there was a screw on the back side of this. So if you pop the back off first and then get to the screw that's through this hole from the back side, it'll make it a little easier to pull out. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this puppy up, just that and that, and we'll be back. So the way this stuff works is you got your filling powder, and then you drop the super glue on it. You do a couple drops until you see the whole thing's pretty wet. Blow on it, and look, already rock hard. From powder to just rock solid. Pretty neat stuff, especially when you don't have patience for glue to dry. Okay, so we're just, convincing it to go back in its home. That was that. Look, a piece of plastic. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we got these 2 screws here and here that we took out. We're gonna go ahead and put those back in. This is another one you gotta give it a little persuasion to get up in its home. A little bit of flexing here and there. Ooh. Okay, so we got these buttons all glued back in and working. So now we're gonna go ahead and slide the airbag back in. Gotta make sure you plug everything in first, you know, helps. We got those two plugs, and then we're just gonna go like this and give it one last horn beep, and it's on there, so we're good. Okay, so we got this all done. The fiance is very pleased, and now that her buttons work, and it's not just a hole in her steering wheel. So now we can talk wire hands free on the phone. Yeah, can't wait to try it out. Never had it working in this car.